Hi, how are you doing? We're back up at the loch today. So we're with the loch and there's these wonderful rivers around us like the River Dee and the River Don, beautiful salmon rivers. Well, up here in Scotland we haven't had any significant rain for quite some time. I like the sound of that. Let me repeat it. Up here in Scotland, we haven't had significant rain for quite some time. Not often you get a chance to say that, so I've said it twice. Yeah, we've had some showers, we've had a odd downpour, but nothing substantial. And so all the rivers are quite low at the minute. And as an association, we've decided that we're not going to be fishing in the rivers. We're going to keep out of those. The association's got 4 lochs. We've got here the Gasworks, we've got Loch Mick, and we've got the loch up on the hillside. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to come and fish here and give those salmon and brown trout rivers just a bit of a chance to replenish, get the water levels up. The water's actually quite warm at the moment as well. So it's all about looking after the fish and things. So I'm going to fish here, and the last time I was here was the day before I had my operation. So let's see if the operation's worked. Of course it has. We're going to be fishing. We can see a few risers over here. I'm going to get the same kit out that I had last time. So that's the Sigma rod. And I don't know about the flies. I'm going to try a butcher, I think, to begin with, and see what we get on with that. So I'm going to get set up. Just listen to the birds. It's a wonderful place up here. I love it. I really love it. It's only my second visit, but I really do like being here. It's really nice. So we'll see what we catch. If it's a bit quiet here, I can always go to the other little loch and see if we can try that today. Last time I struggled because the wind was just in the wrong direction for casting. The loch has had some recent stockies in it, so it's got some new rainbows in here. Hopefully they're not too suicidal. The association kept the water free from fishing for a week or 2, I think it was, or 10 days or something, just to let the fish settle in and start to feed on natural things rather than pellets and stuff. Okay, let's get set up. So I'm just getting set up. I haven't even got my reel on yet. I don't know if you can see, but a few sprinkles of water. It's beginning to rain. So that might help for the fishing. You never know. I think I put the kibosh on things saying there were no rain recently, but here we go, bit of drizzle. Yeah, a few rises going on here and there. So let's see how we get on. I'll dip my finger in a bit and see what the temperature's like, but I imagine that it will be quite warm. So the fish potentially, I think, might be quite low down. Anyway, we'll see. Let's get set up. Okay, well, got some flies tied on. So we'll just have to see how things go. No trees behind, which is always nice, isn't it? So, we're fishing. I think that's better. Feel something's moving here. Oh, it's the reel, it's not tight. Sort that out. Just seeing a few flies around. Oh, I can see a fish in the edge here. That's not a new one. That looks like an old fish. That's quite small. Not spooked by me anyway, he's just cruised right underneath me. Let's see if he's interested. Nope. So I've got a team of 3 flies on. So I've got a gold beaded nymph on the tip, and then I've got 2 droppers. One looks like a bit of a kind of mallard and tealy thing. Somebody will tell me in the comments what they think it is. This is, something's not right here. It's more like it. My keenness to get started, I don't think I got the reel seated right. One of my go-to flies usually is quite a dark black lure. Not really sure why I haven't put that on just now. But anyway, we'll try things with this. Probably give it 15 minutes with these flies. See how we're getting on. Fish moving over there, so we'll go and say hello with the fly. As always, I apologise for my lack of finesse at casting. I can definitely feel it in the shoulder at the minute, that's my excuse. Give it a bit more line. It's really quite warm this afternoon. I think my granny would have described this as close. It's close today. I think it means it's hot and sweaty. There's not a breath of air. It's very, very still. I hope you can hear the birds. Beautiful. Just let that sink for a minute, just in case they're a bit lower than where I've been retrieving. Let's give that a try. This is an intermediate line, so it is sinking down a bit. A few good swirls anyway, good sign. The fish are feeding. I'm just going to try a different fly. So just a quick change of fly. We're going for something that's a little bit darker, black fly, don't know what it's called, with some silver on it. And I think they might go for that bit of silver if I know the old rainbow. Just hit it out of aggression, I reckon. They can often be like that. It's kind of been a good fly for me on 1 or 2 other fisheries. It was actually, I think I went to Midmar Fisheries, that was it. There was a fella there being very, very successful, and he gave me one of these flies. And I bought, I don't know what it's called, but I bought one similar, a couple similar anyway. I'm just sort of working my way across the dam here. I'll be on that peninsula in a little bit. I fished that last time. I think we've got something. Yes, yes. And which fly is it on? Let's bring him in slow. Come on you. Yeah, rainbow. Let's just take care of him. In he comes, he's in the net. You, come on. Let's get my hands wet before I touch you. There we go. Just a quick show to the camera. Let's get him back. There he goes. Nice fish. Did I turn the camera on? I didn't think I did. We're recording? Yeah. For 1 minute, I thought we weren't recording. So that was quite quick from changing the fly, and it was indeed the one with a bit of silver on it. Hello, we've got some rain coming down. I'll just fetch this in, and then I might have to just cover a few things up. Carry on fishing. But I don't know if my microphone's, oh, something, give me a pull there, I think maybe. Let's just pull this in, get this out of harm's way. The shower's just passed. I need to do a lot more fly fishing to hone my skills with this fly rod and line. Because, oh, here we go, another one. Oh, here we go. Steady old Rainy, come on. Let's see if we can unhook you in the water. That'd be really nice. I don't really want to. Has that taken the bottom fly? Come on. Come on in. Nice one. Let's just let this one go. It's good fighting fish. Here he is. Don't know if you can see him in the net. Is he good to go yet? And he's on his way. So I've just taken the two droppers off because on both occasions there, the dropper ended up getting stuck in my net. And I just want to get these fish back in the water ASAP. Always nice to see them go back. So a couple of rainbows. They'll be the new ones. They'll be the new ones. But funny enough, it's nice to get a bend in the rod, you know. So I put a post up on the channel that I'd been doing some training because the association's got a boat over at Loch. Anyway, when I was there, it seemed a shame not to take a rod. So myself and another fella, Vince, we went and got a few wild brownies while we were there in the afternoon. Great fun. All right, there'll be some exciting little brownies there. Don't think there's anything huge in there. Well, that said, hang on, correction. Let me correct that. I was wrong. There are supposed to be ferox in Loch. I need to see if somebody else is mad enough to troll up and down with a boat for a day. There is a downrigger in the boat shed. I think that'd be worth giving it a go anyway. Yeah, it's just nice to come out for an afternoon. Oh, I had a take then. Yes. I bought a second-hand salmon rod. It's a double-hander, obviously, being a salmon rod. But I bought it just after I'd had my accident. It was a kind of pick me up, cheer me up. So I've not actually used it yet. I'm sure somebody will give me a few lessons on spey casting. Do you know what? I doubt if that's on the bottom. I think that's another take. Come on, lad. Can't miss takes, can you? Hey? I tend to retrieve in a kind of quick, jerky fashion because I do think that the fish tend to, well, particularly rainbows, I think strike in anger. I think they see something and they think, grab it, yeah. I think if you fish it really slow, like that figure of 8, a lot of finesse, I think you get more hits when you're moving it a bit quick. Sometimes they'll follow it and they can have it just as you're fetching the line back out the water for your next cast. Oh! I honestly don't think that's on the bottom. I think I've just missed 3 takes in a row. I'm going to check the hook in a minute. I've got a little file. I think we might just dress the hook up a bit. So a few tadpoles in here as well. Oh, that's not surprising though, because if you remember on the last video, there was a toad came to see us. Just wet my hands there. So I didn't have the camera rolling for this one. And he's another brat. Oh. Suspended the salmon there he goes. Oh. Oh, dreadful netting. Come on, come on. I take one look at my net and he's gone. Just a very quick show of that one. He's so lively, this one. Something's had a bit of its tail. Off he goes. That's another one just unhooked itself in the net there. Let's see if we can get a picture of this one going back. There he is. Yep, I think that one's ready. Oh. So that one was ready to go back. Oh, missed that one. So I just missed a take there. Proper old pull. That's happened a couple of times now. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, did you see that? Jumped off. Hopefully got that one on camera. So as you saw, lost a fish there. Went airborne, shed the hook. No bother. Using barbless hooks today, as I said. So expect a few to jump and shake them. It's unusual actually for the rainbows to do that as a brown trout trick, is that? Well, we're getting some action anyway. It's been a great afternoon. Oh, there we go. Fish on. Fish on. Another rainbow. Where's that net? Oh. Steady on, steady on. Just get my hands wet. There he is. Just take that fly straight out. There he is. Absolute beauty. Nice fish. Let's get him back. There he goes. Beautiful. As usual, tempted to say and away. So yeah, been a brilliant afternoon. Really enjoyed myself. Just getting a little bit overcast now. Got some clouds coming over. I never know whether that's going to improve or make the fishing more difficult. Who knows? So I feel I just need another fish before I go home. One last cast and all that. So I just thought I'd take the opportunity to do the outro. Probably still got about another half hour to fish, but we've got a bit of a cloud coming over, so you never know, it might rain. But what a nice afternoon that's been. Half a dozen 7 fish, rainbows. Yes, they've been stocked recently, but great fun to catch them. Very, very lively. Got one that jumped and shed the hook, and I hope I caught that on camera. I've had quite a lot of takes where they've shed the hook even before they've shown themselves. So a few good pulls, you can feel them on there and then they're off, you know. So really, all in all, it's been a fantastic afternoon. I've so enjoyed myself, and I really, really hope you've enjoyed coming along too. So I'm not sure what's going to happen later this week. It sounds like the weather's not so good. It sounds like our rivers are out because of the levels. I don't know, we'll see what happens. It may well be that I've got plenty to do to prepare for going down to Cornwall. Been doing a bit of work on the boat, as you'll have seen from the last video, doing the engine service. So yeah, I don't know where you're going to see me next. It could be in Cornwall, or I might get another session up here somewhere. So all there is to do is say tight lines in your own fishing. It's bye from me, tail wag from Dee, as always. She's at home, you haven't seen her on this video. She's had a haircut, so next time you see her, it'll be a skinny dog that you see. Right, okay then. I'm going to do a little bit more fishing. We might put in a few more trout if we get them. But otherwise, it's been a great session. So, see you later. Bye for now.